In 2013, 4,500 people from the ages of 10 to 24 committed suicide. 1,500 of those individuals identified as lesbian, bisexual, gay, and/or transgender. Some didn't feel loved. Some were ashamed, and some were harassed. The unbearable name-calling, queer, lesbo, lesbian, homo, fag. The words said by ignorant homophobes. I'm sorry to those I offended over the years. I'm blind to see that I, as a human being, suck. I am an individual who is doing an injustice to the world, and it's time for me to leave. The kids at my school are right. I am a loser, a freak, a fag, and in no way is that acceptable for people to deal with. I'm sorry to those for not being a person that would make people proud. The origin of this extreme homophobia roots from religious stigma towards homosexuality. This stigma influences laws such as marriage equality, the ability to donate blood, and up until recently, the ability to join the military. This has created a cultural hate towards those who identify as such. However, some were killed in the hands of others. On August 14th, 2012, 4-year-old Zachary Duntro was rushed to Portland, Oregon Hospital. When examined by doctors, discovered that Zachary was dying from tears in his bowels caused by abdominal trauma. He was taken off life support 2 days later. At this time, his mother, Jessica Bogus, and her boyfriend, Brian Kennedy, were arrested in connection with Zachary's death. Kennedy admitted that he had kicked the boy in the stomach repeatedly because they suspected he was gay. Matthew Shepard, a student at the University of Wyoming, was beaten, tortured, and left to die in Laramie, Wyoming on the night of October 6, 1998, and died 6 days later at Porter Valley Hospital in Fort Collins, Colorado. LGBTQ victimization, such as physical or verbal harassment or abuse, increases the likelihood of self-harming behavior. This is a problem that's prevalent throughout the U.S., especially in conservative states that tend to be more Christian-dominated. Although some states support LGBTQ rights, homophobic mannerisms are prevalent throughout the nation. Sayings like, "that's so gay," give a negative connotation to homosexuality. The debates on this topic are usually led by Democrats who support and Republicans who are ignorant to scientific research and believe that sexuality is a choice. There are multiple ways to solve this issue. The biggest solution is not being a bystander. Stand up for those being victimized. If you are a victim, please reach out to local LGBTQ support groups. In the Twin Cities, the human rights advocates support gay rights. So far, 13 states have redefined marriage and have legalized it. However, in conservative states, it looks as if it's never going to change. To support the non-discrimination of LGBTQT, last summer I participated in Minnesota's Pride, an organization whose mission to honor our diverse heritage, foster inclusion, educate and create awareness of issues, and to celebrate achievements in equality. If you support our nation's founding principles of liberty and justice for all, stand up and speak for those who are forever silent. And if you know someone that is struggling with their sexuality and/or is feeling suicidal, call the number below.